What's up guys, my name is Adapt and welcome back to another video on the channel. So in the last video in this series, we did one on Guardiola, but in today's video we are going to be doing how to play like Pochettino in FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. So this is just my interpretation of Pochettino's tactics and everything and his formations, but Pochettino is a manager who is very unorthodox. He'd start a game in a certain formation and then a couple of minutes in, by half time he would have switched the formation around, brought on some new players. He's very unorthodox like that, and that's what makes Tottenham so lethal. He's just an absolutely great manager. Ever since he left Southampton and incorporated his philosophy into Spurs, they've just got to winning ways, and they're currently third in the league if I'm not mistaken, so they are doing very well. So you guys are seeing the formation on the screen right now. I was quite confused because I use sources like Sky Sports, so I was looking at the teams and some of them were 4-1-2-1-2s Pochettino started with, some of them were 4-2-3-1s Pochettino started with, but I was quite confused because 4-2-3-1, Tottenham regularly start Son and they start Lucas, and then I was thinking, alright, maybe they played a 4-2-3-1-2 variation, but then I was thinking about Dele Alli and where Dele Alli would play. So sometimes I've seen their lineup where they start off with Dele Alli and Lamela. So the whole Tottenham team, he just switches it around sometimes, and his players are very good at adapting to Pochettino's style. So some games he's like, when they're in 4-2-3-1, alright, so let's go to 3-4-2-1 now. I want my fullbacks to make overlapping runs, and the fullbacks will be able to do that no problem. That's what makes this Tottenham team so great. Their cam's in Dele Alli, he's a very hard worker, but when I look at Dele Alli, I don't think of him as the type of player who can play a winger role. So do you know how you have the right mid and the left mid? So Lucas and Son would usually play there. But if Tottenham were to go with the 4-2-3-1 wide, they'd have to start Eriksen and have Dele Alli and someone else on the pitch. But if they were to start in the 4-2-3-1 wide with Dele Alli in the wider role, he's going to have to play that kind of winger role, and I don't think he has the legs to do that. He brings power to the team. He's a stocky kind of player. He's built very well. He's the type of player to muscle other players off of the ball and kind of hold the ball, and he's got great technique, great passing, great dribbling and all of that. And then you got Eriksen, who's a very creative player, who's a very hard working player, and usually Eriksen would be in this position where I'd swap him with De Bruyne here in the Tottenham team, but just for this video I had Eriksen playing that right cam kind of role. But Eriksen would usually be where De Bruyne is in real life for Tottenham, and he'd track back, he'd help the DMs. This DM here would be Dembele and Dyer. We got Wanyama here, who's a Spurs player as well. But Dembele and Dyer are a great combination as DMs. They work very well and have a very good partnership. And the fullbacks, you know, I think Pochettino's nailed it with his fullbacks and how they make overlapping runs and how they join the attack. In my opinion, to be successful in the Premier League, you have to play that pressing game. We've seen it from City and how much constant pressure they put on their opposition, and they've been rewarded for that. They've won several league titles in the past couple of years, and they're just a great team, regarded as one of the best, if not the best team in the Premier League right now. I believe Liverpool are currently top of the table as I'm making this video, but City are up there as well. It's just City and Liverpool in a two-horse race at the moment. Yeah, there's Chelsea there, but are there really any teams on Liverpool and City's level? I'm not sure. But Spurs are getting better. They have got better over the past few years. They were struggling to get top 4. Last year, they managed to finish in the top 4. And this season, they're currently third. So that's a huge improvement, and Pochettino's been able to do that. So the DMs, they work very hard. You have one DM who's kind of a player who man marks, and there's one who kind of sweeps around and tries to help your cams as well. Left back and right back, as I've already said, they like to join the attack as well. And then your cams, you've got Eriksen here. There'd usually be a Dele Alli. Some games there'd be a Son if they want to play in a 4-2-3-1 wide, or Lucas. We've got player of the month Lucas on the bench as well. So there's no set formation. I'd say Spurs mostly, they go around the 4-2-3-1 narrow, and then they use the 4-2-3-1 wide, and they use the 3-4-2-1 as well. There's no set formation. They might start the game in one formation, but quickly they'd go and switch and adapt to their opposition, which is very good and it's very useful in real life football. And you guys will see how well it works according to the results I get in the gameplay. You guys are going to see the goals I scored in the games I played. They're all going to be in division rivals as well, as I forgot to redeem qualification for Foot Champions, so I couldn't play this weekend. But we have got some Foot Divisions rival gameplay for you guys. I haven't been playing a lot of FIFA recently. Footmas has started, we've had a lot of SBCs, I've been editing them videos, and I've had gameplay from weeks ago which I've been editing, so I've still got some videos to come out to you guys. So for defensive style, we have constant pressure. Yet again, we know how Tottenham press from the front. Harry Kane, he's an absolute burden for the opposition team to defend. He's always pressing up top. He's just causing a problem. Width, I watched a video and I saw about how Tottenham like to defend as a unit and how Tottenham like to defend tighter when defending. And then depth, I saw a video where it said that Tottenham also like to play with a lower depth as well. You know, sometimes they bring on Sissoko, Dembele and Dyer, great DMs together, great partnership they have in the team. And then for offensive style, we have long ball. Obviously, because of Harry Kane, he's a great target man. He's got pace as well. Don't underestimate his pace. He can get in behind. He's literally a complete striker. And in my opinion, he's a natural born goal scorer. The width isn't too high. Same for players in the box, haven't got that too high, but Harry Kane has got a good header on him. Corners and free kicks both on 2 bars as well. Then for instructions, as I was explaining earlier on in this video, and I'll go more in depth on in the gameplay, we've got our fullbacks on join the attack and overlap. And then I have one DM on man mark and stay while attacking, the other DM on balanced defense, balanced attack, and cover wing. You'd want them on cover center usually, but you guys can switch around cover wing or cover center. Just do it to what you think is best. I think I played all of these games on cover wing and it seemed to be okay for me. I still managed to score goals. You guys will see how well this team played in the gameplay. Then for your central cam, I have him on come back on defense. That would usually be Eriksen in the actual Spurs team, and he'll come back and support the DMs whenever they need it. Then for your right cam, I have stay forward, and then the left cam, I have stay forward as well. Then for Higuain, who would be Harry Kane in Tottenham's actual team, I have him on mixed attack and stay forward because I know Harry Kane can do pretty much everything on the pitch. So guys, those are the custom tactics, those are the player instructions. That's the starting 11 I made this video with. So let's get into the gameplay now. Now getting into the gameplay, guys. This video was actually recorded weeks ago. Now when I say weeks, it was probably before Jose Mourinho got sacked from United and Pochettino was one of the favourites to become the new manager of Manchester United next year. So that's how long ago this video was actually made. So the pros and cons, even the rating I gave this formation, I can't even remember right now. But I went into division rivals to get all of my gameplay. Some of you guys might be like, division rivals isn't as hard as Foot Champs. I argue otherwise. Division rivals, you're playing people just as good as you, if not even better. You rarely get easy games on FIFA anymore, and that's what makes the game mature. Every game you get into, you're sweating out, and it's so competitive, and that's what really frustrates me about this game. Every time I play this game, it feels like I'm getting chased further and further away from it. Now, this weekend, I was playing Foot Champions, and I just got increasingly frustrated. At points, I felt like discarding my whole team. The gameplay didn't feel smooth. Maybe I'm just bad at the game, but it's just increasingly frustrating, guys. And FIFA is a video game. It's not a video game. It assumes that everyone wants to go pro, and that's not the situation. Some of us want to have fun. We just love football and want to play this game for the love of football, and it's just not fun anyway. But let's get into Pochettino's pros and cons. Now, I can't remember. I'm going to have to get a picture up on my laptop on my screen right here. But it was suited this game. Everybody knows about the 4-2-3-1 narrow and how meta it is in this game. How you can get into positions easily with loads of cams who have great shooting abilities. And if you have cams with the finesse shot trait, that timed finesse shot is going to be absolutely immense when coming up against opposition. You're going to be able to do that a lot, and you're going to be able to exploit that game mechanic. So you guys can see the pros and cons, there are quite a lot. I think the first part of this video where I showed you guys the squad was about 7 minutes worth, and I explained quite a lot. So you guys are just watching the goals and everything now. Apologies for not going in depth as much as I should. From what I remember, I talked about how the DMs would play very well, how one of the cams would come back and support the DMs as well, how there would be loads of space created for the right cam and the left cam, and how the striker would be supported as well. Obviously in the Tottenham lineup you've got Harry Kane. Now Harry Kane is a versatile player. Now he's kind of underrated in regards that he's got a great long shot. He's reasonably quick. I'm not talking about blistering speed, but he can get in behind. He's a player who can get in behind. And many people refer to him as a player who can only be a target man, as a player who's only there to head balls in. And that's not correct at all, guys. That's the type of player Harry Kane is. And Pochettino has built a very, very good side. Spurs, I think they're currently second in the league, and that's absolutely insane. I don't know about Man City because I do believe they did win today. Let me go and quickly check the Premier League table. But you guys are already seeing the pros and cons on the screen. Apologies that I don't remember everything exactly, but pros and cons on the screen. The first part of this video, I think I did go into some depth of how Pochettino likes to play and how effective it would be in game. The only thing that really matters is, does Pochettino's way of playing football, is it effective in FIFA or does it not work? And the answer for that was, I believe it worked. I conceded a few goals, but I did score quite a lot. Cams obviously had a lot of freedom. I was able to do the finesse shot quite a lot. Higuain was supported as well. The pros and cons could be completely different to what's coming out of my mouth right now, because as I said, this video was recorded weeks ago. But just to give you guys a quick update, I thought the player SBCs for Footmas would go on till the 31st of December, but that wasn't the case. I think they stopped after Christmas, and after Christmas we haven't had any SBCs, guys. So that's something. I was really struggling for videos. I've got loads of videos on my computer, but the thing is, I've put a lot of time into them. A lot of hours have gone into getting gameplay, and it's going to take time to edit the gameplay, and it's going to take time to make the first live com part of the video and do everything. Quite a bit goes into making these videos, guys, and I haven't had ads appear on my video yet. Now YouTube are in the process of fixing that, but it's just a bit frustrating, guys, at the end of the day. So we're coming up to New Year. As I'm recording this video, it's the 31st of December, but this video might be up on New Year's Day. If I don't make another video before New Year's Day, I'm just going to wish you guys a happy new year. I hope 2019 is great for you guys. We've got big things coming on the channel very soon. So overall, I do believe I gave this formation a 7 out of 10. As I was talking about Tottenham being second, they're actually third right now. City are above them by 2 points, but still, to be third in the league is still an accomplishment. So overall, I do believe I gave this formation a 7 out of 10 if I haven't said already. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button, show me that support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Peace.
May I gather your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm very educated, yes, I'm very gentleman. Hope you take me seriously, trusting I do the best I can. Thank you for listening, aware of my opinions. I don't have an attitude, maybe a clean attitude. I'm here to